Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to speak to you on a very important subject: pausing and reflecting, looking within, searching for that voice that talks to you, that gives you guidance, that gives you uh, all signs which we seem to ignore while we are kind of chasing the rat race, of life. So while we're working, all of us in our various profiles, from when the moment you start and you kind of navigate your way through, and I've spent 20 years doing that. uh, you don't ever have a time where you can actually pause and reflect. Or let me rephrase that. It's not about you not having a time. You don't want to find the time because your ulterior motive in life is to get to that goal, that professional goal that you set for yourself. And while doing so, you tend to ignore everything around you because you're only chasing that one particular milestone that you've set for yourself. Uh, and I've seen that happen with a lot of people. And then something happens that makes you stop, makes you reflect, makes you look within, and also makes you realize that how fragile or how important it is for you, how fragile life is, and how important it is for you to look within and understand that you need to pause at various moments in life as you're navigating through life, right? So you need to keep looking within. I'm going to narrate an experience from my own life, which transformed a lot of things for me. So this is about last year, mid of last year. I had a freaked out accident, and this happened at home, right? So I was absolutely tired, dead tired, and I still insisted on going on a trip, a work trip, a regular work trip, and while I was doing that, and my body kept telling me that do not go and stop, and you are tired, you can avoid going. Uh, I still insisted to go. And a previous night, when I had gone for a drive, I could realize that I was too tired to even drive. And I chose not to take my car. I chose to, call for a cab. And it was 5 a.m. in the morning. I was struggling to get up from the bed, but I still somehow kind of woke up, made myself a cup of tea, got ready, and I left my mobile phone in the bathroom. And the cabbie was calling me. He had come below my building, and I went to get my phone, and I slipped. I slipped at the entry of the bathroom. There was a marble floor, a marble tile, in fact, which hit my femur bone. Now, the femur bone is a bone which can withstand the hit of a car, right? It's that strong a bone. My bone cracked in two places. And in one shot, everything changed, right? I was laying on the floor with tremendous pain, and I was absolutely handicapped. Luckily, my wife and my kids heard me and they came to the door. But no one could pick me up because it's a femur bone. You can't really take chances to get up on it, right? I lay on the floor for 3 hours, literally paralyzed in that leg, right? Because I just couldn't move. I was in tremendous pain. And, and while I was there, I kept asking myself that when you were getting a voice from within not to go, why did you push yourself? Why? And I had no answer, right? And I kept feeling guilty for my own self. And I was rushed to the hospital, being a Sunday, they could not operate on me. And I had to go through 24 hours of anxiety, pain, and lots more, right? This was the first time I had an accident. Yeah. My operation was next day. I was slotted for an afternoon slot. Went through some crazy pain in the morning too. While they gave me painkillers, I was also freaked out, right? Being a femur bone, with 10,000 thoughts in my head. And finally, I went to the operation theater, right? And it's the first time I'm entering one, and absolutely scared, absolutely anxious. And luckily, I had a team of good doctors. I had a fantastic anesthetic who kind of pacified me. But when I was laying on the operation table, they gave me a choice to either stay awake or sleep. I chose to stay awake. And while they were operating on me, of course, I couldn't feel anything below my waist, but I was absolutely awake. And that's when a lot went on to my head, right? A lot. It was a 1 hour, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 20-minute operation. And the only thing I kept thinking of, right, was my entire journey so far. Me ignoring myself, me not looking within, me ignoring the voice that was talking to me, uh, me ignoring to enjoy simple moments in life, and only chasing my goals. That's all I've been doing, right? And then I came out of the operation, and I didn't cry in the operation theater, but I burst out in tears when I came out of the theater because I was overwhelmed that the operation was done, and I was safe, I was okay, and I was grateful that this particular instance, I'd gone through it, and it made me realize a lot of things. Trust me, post that also, I ignored myself to a great extent. I went back to work. I didn't do enough physiotherapy. And today also, it affects the way I walk. I can't run. I feel pain when I run. When I sit, it affects me. If I sit for a long time, it does affect me. I can feel the metal in my leg. My sons keep saying, you're the new Iron Man, because I have metal in my leg, and it keeps affecting me, sometimes even mentally. And all the point I'm trying to make here is that, look, guys, there is nothing more important than you, nothing more important than your health, nothing more important than the voice that talks to you, right? Uh, when I was in the hospital, I realized the people around me were the people who loved me, were the people who cared for me, were the people who have been with me in my journey. Everyone else who term themselves as friends, colleagues, they dropped in messages, but they were too busy to come and see you. And the company that I work for I was absolutely grateful because I got covered by insurance. But one thing I realized that if something had to happen to me, and this is for anyone, right? A company replaces you in 24 hours. You're as important as that, right? That's the way life works. So today, I think from my mistake, all I would like to tell you guys is that when something talks to you within you, right, listen to it. It's giving you a direction, it's giving you a sign, it's asking you to stop for a reason. If I had listened to my voice, if I had switched off my alarm, called off the cabbie and said, I'm not going, maybe this accident wouldn't have happened. But I think it happened to teach me a reason, to teach me a lesson, and look within and understand how important and how fragile life can be. So, guys, all I can say is when you get a message from within, stop, pause, reflect. It's very important. Thank you.